Hey guys, welcome back. It's day 86 of 100 Days of Making Comics, and I finished page 1 of this chapter. It took about an hour and a half to do all the effects that I had to do with the lighting and everything, and then added in some sound effects. But it's done, and I've only got seven to go. And I've got 2 more full days of just no work. Or no day job, at least. Still gotta work on this stuff. Yesterday, I kind of mentioned my fascination with comics when I was younger. The thing is I drew comics, but I didn't read them. I actually didn't get into any form of comic until I was probably in like junior high and going into high school. Because I remember, like, then I had, like, a fascination with anime, the style, manga, and manga was kind of the first kind of comic I ever actually read. And, like, before, like, the book I was working on at the time, it was gonna just be some novel I was writing, and I'd do, like, cover art, anime cover art and stuff, and I think around the time I was 14 or 15, probably about the, start of my freshman year of high school, I decided I wanted to do comics, and it's been like that since. And it wasn't until recently that I actually found out that I realized that I'd always drawn comics as a little kid. And now that I'm an adult, I'm actually getting more into the American style comics and webcomics. Definitely webcomics. Lots of webcomics. I actually try to keep up on my, up to date with the webcomics that I read. Like every day I'll go in and I'll check, and I'll try and find new things to read. And like, it's reading comics while making comics is extremely important because you can seeing what other people do and how they handle things can help you do the same. It's also important to read books. It's very important to read just about anything. But yeah, I didn't actually get into comics until I was probably about 11 or 12 years old. But I was drawing characters and superheroes and doing these really shitty, like, all of the characters were, like, in profile. And, like, horribly drawn word bubbles and beating the bad guy kind of stuff. But, like, that was, like, wow, years ago. Probably between the time I was, like, 5 to the time I started drawing. Probably before I started actually drawing manga, which was, I was about 11 or 12 when I started doing that, and that was the point where, like, artistically I really took off. And yeah, I'm rambling and I'm running out of things to say because it's late and I'm overheating because it's really hot in my room for some reason and I don't know why. I'll have to find that one really bad comic I have from way back when. I actually think it might be one. Oh my gosh. I had a character called Thunderbolt. Or was it Megabolt? It was one of those two. They both were a thing at some point, but one of them is like newer than the other, and I don't remember which. And I think it's one of those comics, and it is just cringy and ridiculous, and I really want to share that with you guys at some point. Maybe when the challenge is over, I'll go ahead and look for some of my older comics that I've done over the years and actually share them with you guys. But I'm going to shut up now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and you all have a good night.